The professional reciters, they sufficiently glorified Mahārāja Pṛthu, describing his qualities as well as the chivalrous activities. And Mahārāja Pṛthu, in turn, offered them various presentations and worshipped them adequately. So in this way, Mahārāja Pṛthu attempted to satisfy the leaders of the Brahmanas and other castes, his servants, ministers, and he offered his respects to the priests, citizens, his countrymen, people from other communities, his admirers, and others. In this way, everyone became pleased. So here we can appreciate Vidura's quality of hearing, how he very meticulously heard the details and brought up the specific points which were very summarily covered by Maitreya Rishi. And Vidura, in a sense, places 5 questions before Maitreya Rishi. The first question he asks is, why did the earth take the shape of a cow? Second question was that when Mahārāja Pṛthu milked the earth in the form of the cow, who became the calf for the sake of milking? Now, at this point, we can note here that generally cows give milk when their calves are present before them. The presence of the calf generates affection, and therefore the cow profusely delivers milk in response to that affection. So in a sense, Vidura is asking what could have evoked that affection. What could have evoked that affection for the earth strongly enough to allow Pṛthu Maharaj to milk from the earth the essential produce for feeding the citizens. Third question that Vidura asks is, how did Mahārāja Pṛthu level the surface of the earth, which was uneven in several places? Fourth question, again, this was definitely just hearing at the summary level that that King Indra stole the horse, and that too at the performance of 100 horse sacrifices. Therefore, Vidura wants to know why the King of Heaven stole the horse that was meant for the 100th sacrifice. And the fifth question was, after receiving instructions from Sanat Kumar, who is considered to be the greatest Vedic scholar, how did Mahārāja Pṛthu apply that knowledge and then attain his desired destination? Prabhupada, in the purport number 5, on that point about after receiving the knowledge to be applied practically in his life, how did the saintly king attain his desired destination? Prabhupada, in this context, trying to emphasize the importance of sampradaya. So Prabhupada is writing, there are 4 Vaishnava sampradayas or systems of disciplic succession. One sampradaya comes from Brahma, one from the goddess of fortune, one from the Kumaras, headed by Sanat Kumar, and one from Lord Shiva. And you can see here the reference of Sanat Kumar, because that is essentially the Kumar Sampradaya. Whenever we are hearing the term Sampradaya, we should immediately keep in mind there is something that is being gifted to us mercifully. Because Sampradaya, Sam means complete, Pradaya means to give, or someone very, very qualified member of the disciplic succession is giving or bestowing us very special gift, but that very special gift is given completely. So it's pretty significant. So as King Pṛthu has illustrated, one who is serious about receiving transcendental Vedic knowledge must accept a guru or spiritual master in one of these 4 disciplic successions. It is said that unless one accepts a mantra from one of these sampradayas, the so-called mantra will not act in Kali Yuga. Many sampradayas have sprung up without authority, and they are misleading the people by giving unauthorized mantras. The rascals of these so-called sampradayas do not observe the Vedic rules and regulations. Although they are addicted to all kinds of sinful activities, they still offer the people mantras and thus mislead them. Intelligent persons, however, know that such mantras will never be successful, and as such, they never patronize such upstart spiritual groups. People should be very careful of these nonsensical sampradayas. To get some facility for sense gratification, unfortunate people in this age receive mantras from these so-called sampradayas. We can also see Srimad Bhagavatam as also essentially receiving mantras. You can see the whole Srimad Bhagavatam in the form of the longest possible mantra that one is receiving. So this can be also generalized in understanding that when we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, that also should be done from authorized channels who are representing one of these 4 bona fide sampradayas. Pṛthu Mahārāja, however, showed by his example that one should receive knowledge from a bona fide sampradaya. And that's why Prabhupada now changes the course from mantra to knowledge. Therefore, Maharaj Pṛthu accepted Sanat Kumar as his spiritual master. And then the 6th and 7th verse is particularly helpful to again understand what is the position of Maharaj Pṛthu. It has been pointed out that that Bhavan Bhagavatah Prabho Yachanyad api Krishnasya Bhavan Bhagavatah Prabho. So Prabhupada is very consistent in explaining that so Bhagavatah Prabho is signifying the power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead flowing through Pṛthu Maharaj, and therefore his position is that he is a powerful incarnation of Lord Krishna's potencies, or a powerful Shaktiavesh avatar. And consequently, any narration concerning his activities is surely very pleasing to hear, and it produces all good fortune. As far as I am concerned, so who is speaking this? This is Vidura speaking. So as far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee as well as a devotee of the Lord. So again, he is reinforcing his position as a recipient in the disciplic succession, and where Maitreya Rishi is acting as the carrier of the knowledge for Vidura. So therefore he's saying, as far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee as well as a devotee of the Lord, who is known as Adhokshaja. Please therefore narrate all the stories of King Pṛthu, who in the form of the son of King Vena milked the cow-shaped earth. So in this particular purport number 6 and 7, Prabhupada again helps us understand Pṛthu Mahāraja's position, and also taking the time to explain the word Adhokshaja. So Prabhupada is writing that Lord Krishna is the origin of everyone's appearance. As far as this material world is concerned, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are all emanations from Krishna. These three incarnations of Krishna are called Guna avatars. The material world is governed by three material modes of nature, and Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva respectively take charge of the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Mahārāja Pṛthu is also an incarnation of those qualities of Lord Krishna by which one rules over conditioned souls. So this is an interesting dimension to Mahārāja Pṛthu's position as a Shakti avatar carrying the ruling potency of the Lord. So here it is clarified what is he exactly ruling. So he's actually ruling over the conditioned nature of the souls that he is coming in contact with. And in that sense, he is also, Prabhupada is writing here that he is also an incarnation of those qualities of Lord Krishna by which one rules over conditioned souls, as much as the Guna avatars are ruling over the conditioned souls by taking charge of the gunas. And then Prabhupada clarifies the meaning of Adhokshaja. So Adhokshaja means beyond the perception of the material senses. No one can perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead by mental speculation. Therefore, a person with a poor fund of knowledge cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since one can form only an impersonal idea on the strength of one's material senses, the Lord is known as Adhokshaja. And this is an interesting line. Since one can form only an impersonal idea on the strength of one's material senses. In other words, when we are trying to just rely on the prowess of our own senses and the mind, at best we can reach an impersonal conclusion about the absolute truth. If we want to go further, then we have to take shelter of a bona fide disciplic succession, and that's what is indicated here. So therefore, because one can form only an impersonal conception on the strength of one's material senses, the Lord is known as Adhokshaja. Therefore, he remains outside the purview of the understanding of such mental speculators. In other words, Krishna always remains out of reach of mental speculators, and that is what is communicated by the word Adhokshaja. Such beautiful analysis of this word. So thank you very much. We will next hear about how Mother Earth in the form of a cow fearfully surrenders before Pṛthu Mahārāja. Thank you.